Hi everyone, welcome to DOdaily, Tuesday training. It's Des here, just on my way back from the Do Running City Slickers session, which takes place here in Nottingham. Do Running get together, where I always manage to get in my Tuesday training, an opportunity to get out for a run. Not feeling fantastic today, but did it and pleased it's done. Feel a little bit better for the fact it's done, it's in the bank. Managed to get out there and stick to the routines that I really like to stick to. When I say I'm not feeling well, I'm feeling fine in general, just a little bit lightheaded before I started running. Was okay, but just took it easy, and like I say, it's just a case of getting it in. But there are reasons why I might feel a little bit funny. What I want to do today for Tuesday training, it's not quite the usual encouragement of activity and encouraging people to start picking the pace up on the week. Kind of want to talk about some of the reasons I do what I do here on DOdaily. Anybody that's watched will know I've spoken about a guy called Jamie so much in the last couple of years. It's nearly 2 years I've been doing DOdaily itself. One of the biggest motivations for doing it was the fact that not long after I started the running club, 5 years ago to the day, a guy who'd come, made a real impact on the club, on me, really nice, genuine person who actually got it in the way I set it up. Not everybody always has. People use it for different reasons, of course. But Jamie took his own life, lost his battle with mental health. And whilst that happens, people have that kind of thing to deal with, and it's unfortunate, but it does, and we have to try our best to help those who are struggling. It had a massive impact on me. It had such a huge impact on my life and shaped the way I've looked to do so many things. Through the running club itself, I've tried to build a legacy. The spirit of Jamie, we gave out an award each year. For me, Jamie was a kind, encouraging, positive thinking person, despite all those problems. And that's the thing that really sort of hit home to me, how much he was trying. Some people will say, how can that be the case? But he definitely was. Somebody myself trying to offer something a little bit different. He got it. He just completely got it. And not everybody always has, like I say, but Jamie got it. So we created the Spirit of Jamie Award through the running group. And there's one or two things that I can do now to mark the occasion. Our running club base, we're going to put up a shirt. I actually run in what says his name on the back and the number. He was a big Forest fan like myself. Again, another reason it probably really hit home to me. Very similar age as well. And all these things kind of make up why it's so important to me. But I've always tried to sort of remember him, make sure he's a massive part of the running group. It was only 4 weeks in, but sometimes people walk into our lives, don't they, and have such a massive impact almost immediately. Got to know him, talked to him about the things that we could familiarise with. He absolutely doted on his daughter, which is the saddest part for me. Obviously, the people most affected are those that get left behind. But, like I say, it made such an impact. I don't feel the pain that his family and his long-term friends do, but it definitely shaped what I do today. And it made me think today. I've been speaking a lot in the last few weeks about almost hitting that reset. I'd already made certain changes. I'd already almost started my own journey into looking after myself and picking myself up out of the hole I was in. But it wasn't until meeting Jamie that things really took off. The running club had started, of course, so I'd found some sort of solace in what I was doing in running and in taking things forward that way. But like I say, it was just when Jamie come in. But as I did say, you know, over the past couple of weeks, I've been speaking a lot about where I started out, and I just wonder now whether it was a case subconsciously of me thinking about Jamie, about this time of year, you know, certain things trigger our memories back to certain points, and it might just be a case whether it's the weather or the running or, you know, or the club itself, things just sort of triggering me back to a point where I need to dig in again. I've been talking about that a lot, really digging in, and it was Jamie that made me dig in the first place. So again, for all the things I've said in this past week or two, you know, about having to reset, really find that enjoyment, that love, that determination, dedication, you know, that drive to do all the things, you know, I almost feel like I owe it to Jamie. Don't get me wrong, you know, there's nothing ultimately I could have done any different. Like I say, I only knew the guy a few weeks, but one promise I did make was if anybody came and joined the running club in the same way he did and then didn't show up, I'd always ask the question. You'll always hear me encouraging people to check in with friends, whether it's on DOdaily or whatever I do through social media. And that's one of the real reasons why, you know, it's a horrible thing to have to deal with. You know, like I say, I wasn't the closest person, but there was a Sunday morning in the running club where I heard the news and I had to tell everybody, and that moment will live with me forever. You know, for whatever anybody thinks about what I do, and I know sometimes that might come across a bit flippant and a bit sort of as if I'm too concerned, but whatever anybody thinks, you know, it's important for me to remember the reasons why I do all this. Today is a perfect reminder. You know, like I say, when you feel you kind of owe something to somebody who you can never actually repay, you know, there's no chance of me paying Jamie back right now because he's not here, but he changed my life so much. What I'm hoping to do, by the spirit of our Jamie Awards, by the fact we can put a shirt up in the pub as a permanent reminder of his presence, you know, he's just almost inspire anybody else looking in, anybody who has dark thoughts, you know, who's not feeling right at the time. Always through the running club, I've made a point of saying it's a people-centered running club. It's more than just a running club. I like to think of it these days as a social club, as somewhere people can really take so much fun, particularly when they're feeling the stresses and strains elsewhere. So today I'm just urging people to remember that, you know, whether it's do running here in Nottingham, whether it's wherever you are in the UK, in the world, you know, there's groups out there that can help. People come along to them for different reasons. What we have to remember is that everybody's individual, everybody's got their own reasons, and it's not a one size fits all. When you can cover all bases, you know, and when you can be so out there and honest about why you do things and what you do and how it can affect, you know, people will realise, people will take it on board. Sometimes it takes being that person. I'm not comfortable with everything I say through DOdaily. You know, I'm not comfortable with the things I put out there, but I'm absolutely comfortable in the knowledge that I'm doing it for the right reason, and I'm doing it for our Jamie. Like I say, I'll remember him in 5 years, 10 years, for the rest of my life. He made a brief sort of appearance in my life, but made an absolutely massive change, and that's all that's important to me. You know, that's all I can do. Such a poignant day for me, guys. You know, something that I have to use to remember the importance of everything I've said, but also to remember to do what I know works. The reason I use these motivations on DOdaily are just to keep myself on top of things when the chips are down. Of course, we can all fight through the week, a month, a weekend, you know, enjoying all the things we do, forget about the things that don't work, and then all of a sudden we hit a brick wall. And that's what I just want to remind people not to do. You know, we've just got to be mindful of what makes us work, what makes us tick. You know, I spread this message every single day. Today it's about Jamie and what we can do to remember him, and out of adversity, deal with it, look out for ourselves and look out for each other. If we can do that, if we can check in, especially checking in with others, you know, we're doing what we need to do. For everybody that's lost that battle and that finds it tough, we have to keep going. Until tomorrow, I've managed to put together that part 1 vlog. Really looking forward to getting that out at 8 o'clock. Hopefully that'll inspire you to get out for a Wednesday workout, or at least get out at some point for some activity. It's the important thing. It's what brought me to Jamie ultimately, you know, and it's what brought me to a massive turning point in my life. Now I can sort of admit that, face up to it, and realise what it's done for me. It makes the world a difference. Until tomorrow, guys, just doing it.